Hi there, I'm the Extraordinary Tourist, or TET for short, and this is my introductory video. Originally, when I got to YouTube, I wasn't going to do things like video blogs and stuff. I was just using YouTube as a place to store my short films and to link them back to my website. But I've been watching a lot of Romedawg's videos. Romedawg was one of the first people to comment on my videos, and that's how I got interested in looking at his videos, and that sort of inspired me to perhaps get more into the YouTube community, because he seems to have a lot of fun doing that. And Romedawg, I know you're probably watching this. Yeah, your videos are interesting and I really enjoy them. I'm glad that you do them, so keep that up. But the purpose of this video is to sort of tell you a bit of what I'm about. I've sort of been getting into making short movies and stuff about my art that I do. If you've seen any of my other videos, you'll sort of seen some of my artwork. I've been an artist pretty much ever since I could remember. When I was very young, I knew I was going to be an artist of some sort. I'm based in Australia, and to be more specific, South Australia. If you know the capital city of Adelaide, I'm sort of in a small country town just on the very outskirts of Adelaide. Obviously I operate a website called The Extraordinary Tourist, which is pretty much a nickname that I gave myself based on a character that I created. The nickname comes from a book title, or was inspired by a book title called The Accidental Tourist, which you might be familiar with more as a movie that starred Gina Davis and William Hurt. At the time when I was inspired to come up with that name, I hadn't read the book or seen the movie. I just knew about the title, The Accidental Tourist. And I thought that sounds really good, and I wanted to create a character with a name that sort of sounded interesting, that would sort of pique people's interests. And that's how I came up with The Extraordinary Tourist. Originally I was going to write stories and stuff for this character, but that never eventuated. I did do about one piece of artwork of the character, and I developed a cartoon character based on it, and I also started a story, but I sort of got sidetracked with other things and never got beyond that. And then when I started my own website for my own personal artwork, I thought I wanted a more interesting name than my real name, which is David. And I don't know if anyone who's called David, you probably might have come across the problem that it's a very common name, and throughout my own life I've known quite a lot of Davids, and quite a lot of my best friends have been called David, so I thought, well, I want a name that stands out a bit more than that. I had this character's name that I hadn't done anything with, so I thought, why not? I'll use that. So now online I'm known as The Extraordinary Tourist. I use the nickname, which is the initials for that, which is TET. And that's where my handle on YouTube comes from, eTourist, for Extraordinary Tourist. And I put a 2 on the end of that because when I signed up someone else had eTourist, so I put myself as eTourist 2. meaning that I was e-tourist as well. Yeah, I've sort of been getting more into the YouTube community through sort of Romedawg's videos, and he's sort of mentioned people, and I've sort of checked out their videos, and getting more into the idea of not just making short films, but perhaps doing these video blogs as well, especially for YouTube, rather than just linking everything back to my website. Yeah, I've been sort of starting to get quite addicted to YouTube. I actually watch videos more than I watch TV these days, so yeah, it's quite an enjoyable community. And there's quite a lot of interesting people here. There's a lot of interesting discussions. It's good the way you can sort of either leave a comment, or if you want you can actually respond with a video. Kind of makes you feel, whereas other websites where you have message boards and things where you just type, which is more what I enjoy, because I really don't like speaking to a camera so much, because it takes me a while to get my head around the idea that I'm not actually speaking to a camera but to an audience. But yeah, with a site like YouTube, with all the videos, you get a real feeling of people, more than sort of message boards and chat rooms where it's all typing. You get to sort of see what people look like, hear how they sound, you get all the expressions of their faces and the moods that they're in and all the emotions and that. There's really no sort of confusion as to what people are sort of expressing in their videos, because it's almost but not quite as if you're in the same room with them. So yeah, that's what I enjoy about it. I could tell you a bit about my art, but it's probably better that you just head over to my website and have a look at the kind of art I do. It sort of explains itself. There's a lot of sort of cute animals and characters, and sort of I have a cartoony style. I'm not really very interested in doing realistic kind of art. I think sort of photographs are better for realism than what art is. I sort of like, through my art, I try and express my own ideas and stuff, and sort of draw things that you otherwise couldn't see in the real world. At least not the way I draw them anyway. So if you've seen my other video, like I can paint cats, even though you know it's a cat, you've probably never seen a cat that looks like that. So that's the kind of thing I like to do. Yeah, so that's just a little bit about me, where I'm coming from. I'll probably do a few more videos like this every now and then. I'm not one to do this every day, so maybe I'll catch up with you sometime then. Just if you have any questions in the meantime, want to know something about me, feel free to comment and I'll do my best to respond. So hopefully we'll hear from some of you YouTubers soon. Bye for now.